very good evening to everyone and welcome to the exclusive debate with me, Lindokuhle Mnisi, and we welcome everyone who's watching us at home. This is SABC3, where we give you the more debate that any other people are talking about, but it's one of those things. And today we are talking about a very sensitive issue, but we have to talk about these issues because it's something that is happening in our communities. The issue of circumcision, culture versus the modern life. So what we are looking at, we're looking at the 31 people that have lost their lives. These are initiates that went to do their circumcision in so many initiation schools. Some of these initiation schools are legal, some of them are illegal. So we are looking at the 30 people that have died going to these initiation schools. And of course, in the studio we have Siyanda Nkala. Siyanda is one person who has first-hand experience in terms of this tragic death that happens in these initiation schools. Welcome to the show, Siyanda.
Thank you very much, sir.
And of course, on the other hand, we have Mr. Arnold Makgoo. Arnold is a spokesperson for the Traditional Leaders Council. Welcome to the show, Mr. Makgoo.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Let's get Mr. Makgoo's argument. Why do you support the status quo of this circumcision per se?
I want us to get this clear first. I'm not in support of the killings or of the deaths of the poor guys who went there to be sort of graduated into the manhood. That's how it's believed in our culture. But what I'm saying is that for some to suggest that we should in fact scrap the whole circumcision thing, the thing of going to the mountain and get circumcised and use the one that is more than one, where you go to the clinics and the hospitals or not. I think that's bad for cultural, also for preservation of culture. Because firstly, we still need culture to guide us. So this is one of those things that we still have. I understand that there are people who are using culture to score or to use it to get money. Yeah. But here, the point here is that instead of trying to scrap culture, let's find a way we could fix it. Let's find a way we could fix the killings. You understand me?
Let's just have Siyanda Nkala also responding to one of the points mentioned by Mr. Makgoo.
Thank you so much for the platform. Aside from the fact that I experienced actually death as a result of circumcision, where my cousin died last year when he went to initiation school. Besides that fact, I just find it hard to believe that a person can actually stand here and say this should continue when we see so many people dying. The problem with traditionalists is the fact that they want to move away from the traditional life when it suits them. For instance, in this case, they do not want to eradicate circumcision completely.
Mr. Makgoo, would you say that there is sense in introducing some elements of modernity, if there's anything like that?
Of course. What we're trying to do here is not to say there is a way in which modern life can help us. But what we are against is for you guys or for some guys to suggest that we should scrap who we are. We should stop who we are and follow them. You understand? My point here is that we can work with doctors, qualified medical doctors, in a way to stop the killings or the deaths of the poor guys. In a way, for example, sometimes when we get to a situation, let's say for instance, an initiate gets sick while in the mountain. Of course, the traditional doctor might not be able to give him the necessary medicines to help him at that moment. And then we call qualified medical practitioners.
But Mr. Makgoo, one can say that when you say we must introduce qualified doctors to go to intervene when when somebody gets sick in the initiation school, you are actually saying it is right to distort the culture of saying, everything must be done by a traditional doctor. If you bring somebody qualified, then you are saying culture must be distorted. But of course, all that thought will be coming back to you. Let's just bring in Siyanda Nkala.
While referring to Mr. Makgoo's point, I think he is actually complementing my points, which are this whole initiation thing should be eradicated, and the boys should go to doctors. We have professionals who deal directly with this. Also, I would like to bring the point that I've heard a lot of excuses from traditionalists saying that this procedure takes place during winter because apparently the scars they heal faster during the time. But we've seen people yearly, annually, every time when during winter we lose another boy due to this circumcision. So I do not think all those precautions that they think they're trying to implement are working. So this should be...
Hold that thought. We're gonna be taking a break. When we come back from the break, we'll be looking at the education aspect of everything, because we all need to know that it's not only about the actual procedure that goes on in initiation schools. There's education going on there. So we'll be looking at that when we come back from the break. Stay tuned. This is the exclusive debate.
Mr. Forst, you don't choose a broker for your car insurance, do you? Well, with us, life insurance is just as easy. Let me take you through it step by step. Yes, I am fully qualified.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Mrs. Masuku. Your husband was well covered. We'll finalize the claim as soon as possible. Just leave it to me.
For car, home, business and life insurance, at Outsurance, we'll bend over backwards for you.
Welcome back. You are still watching the exclusive debate with Lindokuhle, and of course we are still talking about the issues of circumcision and culture. We are looking at the very core question to say what can be done to continue practicing our culture but remaining alive. We are referring to the number of people that died on these circumcision schools, initiation schools they call them. So we're looking at that, and of course you are invited as well to comment on our Facebook page, The Exclusive Debate, and of course on Twitter we are at The Exclusive Debate. And in the studio we are still with Mr. Makgoo and of course Siyanda Nkala. Now Mr. Makgoo, I'm just gonna start with you here. What are the core importance of going to these initiation schools? I know we have touched on so many issues, but now we need to look at the importance, the core importance of going to these initiation schools.
You know, going to the initiation school in my culture, we don't only see it as a word or just go there for circumcision only.
Yeah,
we see it as a sort of a graduation school. You come from where you were a boy, and after when you come back, we take you as a man in the society. So there you're going to taught how to carry yourself as a man in the society, the respect, how to live with other people in the society, how to sort of communicate with people.
No. So I think we are failing to see the point here, because we have those kind of infrastructures from back home. Like there's family. Don't you think that it's parents' responsibility to teach that child those kind of norms and to instill those values so that they become better men tomorrow? There's education. In our educational system in South Africa, we have life orientation, where our teachers teach us. They go through those certain aspects of life with us. So I don't understand how you now say it's important.
No. Siyanda, my point here is that though we understand that we have got those institutions in the society, yes, of course we have. Our children go to school. They still go to school. We work in the framework of the government, to be precise. But my point here is that for as much as you also do that, we also emphasize that they should, in fact, carry out those duties as men in the society. There is a certain way in which a man carries himself. Of course, they tell them at school, their parents tell them at home, but we, as the community, we feel that together we have a sort of responsibility to also educate them on how to care themselves.
I understand your point, but I also think we can have another initiative. Like we should, instead of making it initiation school, rather teach men on how to become men, like responsible citizens, but in a different platform. Not that they should go through initiation and actually learn how to become a man. Like we can have those seminars with boys from high school, and yeah.
Let me just ask you, what exactly should be done? What should be done? Should we say these qualified doctors should actually go to these initiation schools and intervene, or what exactly should be done?
We call those ones who have went to the mountains, and they come, they help us, they help the initiates, and this is a way in which we're not trying to distort culture, but we're trying to find a way in which culture can work with the modern world. We're not sitting in an idealistic world where we say there is no medical practitioners. Yes, there is. There are chronic diseases that culturally we cannot, we cannot cure them or anything.
I think the problem here with traditionalists is that they are in denial. That's what basically Mr. Makgoo is telling us right now. They are in denial. The fact that they are trying to merge the modern life, the modern way of living with culture, means that they have accepted defeat in a way. You can't say, like previously, I knew that no woman was allowed to go to the mountains.
We'll be continuing with the debate, and of course let's start by looking at what the people are saying at home. We're looking at on our Facebook page. I see a comment there on Facebook. Karabo Tebele is saying, I think the initiation schools should continue, but the circumcision should be done by a traditional doctor. That is Karabo Tebele from Limpopo in Seshego. And of course we have another Facebook page from Sipo Ramaru. Sipo is saying, I think initiation schools are still okay, but the culture is getting distorted. That is the comment by Sipora Maru. And let's check on our Twitter. Okay, we have a Twitter as well from the boss. The boss is saying culture must continue, but people must be safe, so doctors must intervene. Those are the comments coming from the community and the viewers of this show, and we will continue on our DSTV. The channel is 103, so do stay tuned. This is the exclusive debate. Good night.
Very much.